I ordered another cleaner for oil stains. This time it's a hand spray. Let's see how it manifests itself. In my opinion, the foam is complete bullshit. It doesn't clean anything at all. And the spray has too much consumption. And what are we observing? A completely flat tire. 3 times the same tires couldn't handle this wheel, with a subtle hint that I would return. But I'm not going there anymore. Now we're going to look for another tire, but first we need to solve something with a wheel. How to try to pump him up. But it went down the obud. That's the last time I was at the car wash. From under the tire straight poisoned. Okay, let's decide now. And I didn't find any duct tape. Everything will work like this. As we put it now. You just need to start. The car was parked for a couple of days. Maybe we have a problem with that. Let's watch. So, even the clutch pedal is present. Let's go. Yeah. Well, almost. He doesn't want to. Why? Some kind of trouble. We will decide now. I forgot to close the filler cap in the engine where the oil is poured. Order. Let's go swing the wheel. Something is smoking. Let's go. So, apparently this is a long process. Let's wait. Idolaga tries to upload, but nothing comes out. Something pumped up, and that's it, and no matter how it goes on. Either it pulls down hard somewhere, or it just doesn't have power, and the arrow is always at the bottom. And this is paper match. Okay, let's wait, he'll either pump up or die. There are few options. I'll leave it for the first one. But you can't torture the second one, because he's warmed up like he's not himself. And he's cycling along the way, damn it. Ass. Well, at least pump up some, please. Almost on the disc, we sneak at least somewhere where we can pump up the wheel. Of course, this is an adventure even earlier in the morning. Damn, there's a peregrine falcon, blocked everything along the way. Oh shit. This is for a long time. In short, minus 600 rubles. The wheel is over, they say. But minus 600 rubles. Remarkably simple. What to do is not quite clear yet. Because on Avito, the price tags for the 14th radius are simply inadequate. And taking a new wheel is generally an ass. Okay, let's go solve the issues. We'll deal with the wheel later. The main thing is that it is in order. Oh, so let's get there. What do we have? The engine has already cooled down, not quite. We have excessive consumption and smokes, but not as much as before. The battery has been thrown off so far in the hope that we will find some errors. And I won't beat around the bush. But we need to understand that we have an ECU. We need to throw off a chip and see if it's green there. I wanted to blow up the wiring everywhere, but I put the duct tape somewhere, so we'll just clean it out. I want to get to the filter, to see what's wrong with it at all. Maybe he's fucked up tight there. In general, you need to get to the filter, repress the whole thing. And this is it, and this is it, and this is it. Ah, this one is coming here. Interesting. Damn it. There's a whole wiring harness here. And there are some interventions present. Okay, fine. All right. We need to try now to find at least some kind of electrical tape and split it up right here, see what's going on there. And perhaps the oil sensor, which this one does not work due to the fact that there is a break here. Well, here it is. Some kind of incomprehensible muddy cliff. Here, it just broke. Yes, the old German wiring, of course, is good, but it's better not to touch it once again, because it breaks before our eyes. So what? So what? Yes. But there's no way to get to the filter just like that. From the word at all. So, I'll click somewhere else there. And here's another one. That's the reason. In any case, I wanted to shoot the descent, watch what happens behind it. Damn, is this wiring. Epersty. On the flap, which consists of twists. From the twists. But I see a bare wire over there, but there is no electrical tape. I threw it somewhere and that's it. Here, this is twisted, and the fuck knows how to shoot, right? We have a salon filter, but it does not affect anything in this situation. And began to stink exhaust into the cabin. Apparently, the system that I came up with needs to be redone. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. In order then, this is the filter we have here. That's what it looks like. Disgusting. As a matter of fact, the DMRV itself. Very convenient. There is some kind of magical thing. The pipe is just all like. As if in oil soot or something, it's not clear. Something needs to be cleaned. But the fact that I wiped the intake, it seems to feel pretty good. Now I'm his foam podzol. It doesn't really give you anything anyway. Maybe he wants to wash some leftovers. So, this thing goes to the absorber. I don't know if it works or not. The fuel is no longer flowing. This tube just popped off. Now I'm going to try to beg for duct tape and rewind this all over again. And somehow attach it. It seems there are no other rotten wires. Attach it all somehow. So, the vacuum tube goes down, and at the bottom, we have a heat supply along the way from the motor, goes on such, again, a vacuum valve. And she jumped off. Jumped off a very, very long time ago. Let's try to put it back in place. Damn, this whole system of T's, of course, confuses me. The firewood holds securely. What else do we have here? Reverse? Like nothing criminal. Everything seems to be in place. We blow up, in short, these twists. Another cracked wire. Oh, it's him, he's cracked into places. Class. And right here it feels like it's liquid. And this goes to our flap. I can tell him. Well, at least it's not green here. Let's take a look at the little things. So here's the signal. It's interesting. There is also something incomprehensible here. Perhaps the sensor is no longer native, but it is twisted 10,000 times. What else is there? Yes, everything seems to be. Well, some kind of dead cicada. Okay, cicada, I'm far away, but nevertheless. We clean the pipe, remove this fucking mushroom. Let's see how it feels here. But I'm definitely not going to climb there, but whatever. Yes. Yes, yes. And it is also desirable to rewind the temperature sensor of the cooling coolant. In general, everything looks like this. Not that cool. I just don't understand that the filter was standing like this. It stands like this. What was poured or smoked on him here? Smoked. It's kind of smoked. Figs knows him, right? That's right. In short, I'm not going to get into the boo yet, but there are rusty bolts there. It will be necessary to climb there, but apparently not today. Although, okay, I'll leave this case for now. It keeps on. On 10 and on. Oh, he's just moving in there. I get it. Okay, we're not touching anything yet. But this is a scythe from him. I hope there are no problems with fluid leakage and so on. It's probably a turn signal. Well, look at the glass, which is generally beautiful. And what is this? Okay, I'm not interested in a cracked sealant. And there's my attempt to clear the engine number by all means. Oh. It is necessary to change the nozzle with coolant. This is the corrugation that stood here, the end. How to put it back, I don't really understand. Cut, put. Everything here is so fucked up, exhausted. Lenoshka, I'm not lying. Well, homo here. Okay, fuck it, we'll fix it now. In general, the tube is Prisrat. I do not know how long it takes. How long does it take? Now for us. Even here they managed to give a shit. Come on. Oops. Well entered. So in general, what interesting things are shown there? There's sand there. Well, look at it. Wow. There's sand and mud. Well, let's not be shy, as they say. This system should still be removed. To be honest, I didn't watch her shoot. I know that the top cover is unscrewing. And it will be necessary to seal this tube somehow, it just flies off. It shows that it is flying off. Well, as I said, foam does not solve anything at all. Nothing at all. It's all still shit there. I don't want to fill the throttle with foam myself. Well, because it's fraught, you know. Well, at least somehow you need to try to wash it. Foam doesn't solve anything at all. To order an aerosol. I've blunted something. So, this tube here refers to the idle valve. How this shit is removed, I don't quite understand. Come on. I was filming. I removed the pipes. I looked into them. Come on. Epperst, there's some kind of ass there, of course. I'm going to break everything. I've seen people jamming this stuff. Just jamming. I am an inspector, even when I was registered, I got to the bottom of it. He says, what is this? And what he says is this non-standard system. I started explaining to him that there are two different motors. This transition with the same Tronica stake, and so on. He didn't understand me a bit. But it seems like then I went through the catalog, and looked, like everything is fine. Well, we remove, clean, wash, spill, knock out, isolate. And let's see how it will go and start to start, and then go. Damn, well, here it is too. Well, it's cleaner here, there's some kind of tar in general. So, the old Germans. The main thing is that the old Germans are simply in operating conditions. And leaving doesn't solve anything. The skiff eats a new belt. New belt. Okay, I'll deal with it later. So, what do we see? A through hole in the block. And I took off this mushroom, so-called with a membrane. Nothing is visible there, of course, but some kind. Here, as if the channel is forgotten, or what is it called correctly? There must be some kind of membrane. I certainly won't disassemble it though. No, it's not legible. Or at least I don't know how. I won't break anything, then I won't leave here. There's a little bit in the village. So we pour it completely with this beautiful foam. The pipes probably also need to be cleaned somehow, because they are like that. In some kind of waste oil. But it's coming this way. I do not know what kind of system is there, because it starts from here. All this plastic stuff. But I read on the forums that people are just jamming the whole thing. I don't know how. I only saw a picture that is screwed or welded or glued to the bolt in the head. I do not know. But the foam is trying to clean something out there. I'm still a rag past. In short, this is the situation. Now we're going to fill it in. Look what's going on in the intake. It's dirt with oil. Remarkably simple. I don't even know what's in the engine, damn it. With such jokes. If anything, there is a solvent. The solvents will be thrown there, there is nothing much to lose. But with this I do not know what to do, because if the foam to spill foam, it will go all into the motor. And I wouldn't like that. I fill everything that is. And I'm going to look for it. What kind of valve? I'm going to look for it. And he's not connected to anything, so it's bullshit. Search for duct tape. Such things. Well, that's unhealthy shit. Definitely this shit is unhealthy. All right. Oh, it's still there. Whatever. Yes, I do not know. Can I spray foam here? DMRV. There will be nothing for him anymore. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Well, it's just that if such dirt happened in our intake, then it seems to me that it got into the DMRV somehow. Okay, let it liquefy. I wonder if this sensor works. The valve. Because it also somehow regulates the incoming air mixture. Oh, I need to shine flashlights. My sore hands are in shit. I don't want to pick up the phone. Where is she, by the way? Well, you get it, right. We clean, isolate, deal with that twist. Because after all, I read that the air temperature sensor, the coolant temperature sensor, the role I play here is very strong. Very strong. And then, the non-native duct tape starts from here and ends there. But I think that here is the most basic twist, because there are more wires right here. Perhaps it was replaced with a plug, because it is relatively new, relative to everything that is here. Well, let's also take this connector and this one. He's new. So we climb here and there. If it doesn't help here, then I don't know. And, well, here you still need to climb. If it doesn't help here, it won't help anywhere, unfortunately. We continue to be awesome. See what year the filter is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's been driving here since this year, judging by his condition. And the question, in fact, what is it? It can't be that it's so crumpled, because the car couldn't simply push through the air. Apply engine cleaner and rinse. Doubting, of course. A little bit of some straight funny soapy water. Let's say, let it dry. But it's still better than foam. But I have my doubts. The filth here is generally fierce. Where? A special device, a tool for cleaning such stuff. It's, well, just for the sake of the test now. It's really like some kind of soapy water. She's even. It doesn't smell like shit. Yes. Still, the spray is the best, but very fast consumption, instant just. Lightning fast. Yes, it's funny somehow. I have a second cylinder that confuses me a bit. We'll do this. Let's let the tool stand for a couple of seconds. He is confused by the fact that he is in oil. Even when buying a car, I didn't clean it. And what about me? Baldes. Candles of Dens. The original is in the trunk, and there are a lot of candles there. I have no idea why. Can I guess why? And I can check. But I couldn't check, because I simply don't have a candle holder in the trunk. I searched and found nothing similar. Well, maybe even washes. I don't know. So, I have oil fogging here. Just polemic and forget about it. When it dries, we will already look. And here the oil oozes out from here. So, the main thing is not to pour into the second one, so that it does not go into the engine. Goo. Dirty slime. Okay, don't get carried away. It is necessary to solve something with the wiring. Because I begged for my duct tape, and, apparently, left it somewhere at the Rio. All right. Looking closely at the throttle chip, I realized that it was not native at all, not from here. The colors of the wires do not match in any way. But all that we love, of course, are rotten twists. It's good that I got in here. There was hardly any problem here, but nevertheless, it is better to install normal wires and twists here once again. Twists. And here's a very, very liquid wire. An attempt has been made to protect yourself from external influences at least as much as possible. There's already some garbage here. It happens. So let's see what happened here in the end. Dirty slime. Well, it didn't get any easier. I can see right from here that it has never become easier at all. And here what? And beauty. Also dirty slime with sand. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to rinse this with water. With this, we will solve the problem. What to do. But I know. And I know what we're going to do now. There's not much to lose. Well, that's it. We will solve everything radically. Because this story with soapy water and foam will definitely not lead to anything good. So, haven't you changed much, of course? As there was dirt there, so it remained. In general, it seems to understand. Okay, if anything, it's not that hard to get to him. So, I'm going to wash this stuff. In short, you need to collect and check. And then we'll climb up here and get the DMRV wiring at the same time. But this water kind of washes. Soapy, but like X's X's. And why does the gasket protrude so much? And why does the gasket protrude so much? Is this normal? Strange, of course. So, whatever we collect, it will also need to insulate all of this, because it's hanging out like this. Okay, I'll decide now. Shit. Shit all around. It's just fucked up there, fucked up here. Now we are going to smear all vacuum tubes with a sealant. We are going to suck. It's a T2. And where does this go? Oh, she's getting off at all. And another possible problem is the pipe going to the absorber. He's standing there somewhere. And he's apparent. This is not the one. That's it. It's all like that here. I want to believe that at least for some percentage, this whole story with sealing, with twists and, in general, will help me. I would like to believe that I can completely fix the situation, but it's hard to believe. Well, look what's going on. Everything is in order, everything is sealed, everything is insulated. I figured out the twist there, let's say. That's where I'd like to figure it out, while the filter is not worth it. Now there will need to be a headlight made there, because it periodically falls off. The only tube is this one, it goes somewhere further under the bottom, most likely. Perhaps this is the ventilation of the tank itself, which constantly clicks off the gun when refueling. Maybe. But we'll find out later, when I take off the duct tape and go to the gas station. And I will definitely check. If it's her, of course, it's fun, but I do not know where she will come. Unknown. It's not clear. Perhaps, again, somewhere in the absorber. The box needs to be removed, but I don't want to do it. So, you will not forget to hang it up later. Well, that's it. We're all putting together this whole beautiful system. And for today, at least, we are finishing with this part of it. I also want, since I'm working with a sealant, to take a look, so to speak. This is MERV. Did the pause bend there? And then, of course, yes. Solvent. The solvent drags, but I don't know how much to pour it in, how much when it ends. Soapy water, by the way, washes hands of dirt quite well, as you can see. And this is also a plus. But she doesn't launder anything anymore. At least, there is definitely no heavy pollution. I think it's fine, I checked everything. He jammed something for a second, but apparently I drove dirt there. Now everything is in order. Everything is connected, the valve is in place, then I'll throw on the hook. Battery? It seems like I didn't turn off anything else. So, nothing will fall down here. Well, the moment of truth turns out. At the same time, our battery was reset, do not forget. Not bad. This is also oil or something like that. Very smelly something. So, well, at least I'm leaving here. DMRV almost does not twitch, Valdez. I'm not sure if it's related, but nevertheless. Great. We look. It doesn't smoke. Okay, I'm kidding, it's going to warm up, it's going to smoke. Tin, even as it will smoke. So, I checked the oil, everything seems to be normal there. Revs. So, come on. No, well, I want to believe that this is a victory over the whole thing. But it seems to me that it will warm up now and start smoking. But to ride inside at all. It doesn't smoke. It doesn't smoke. What have we done? Resealing of all vacuum tubes, clean crankcase gas valves, filter cleaning. The filter needs to be ordered a new one, because there is no type at all. Up ahead somewhere out there. We order a new filter. What else? Relative cleaning of the throttle, all tubes, all hoses, all pipes. The electricians eliminated one collective farm. One minor one. It stinks of solvent. This is the solvent that stinks. One insignificant collective farm. Cable. I put the throttle cable in place. Now the warming up type is 1,000. 1,000, damn, there have never been such. Because the engine. But the engine had a temperature of 30 or 40 degrees. So, went to smoke. Well, not that much. This already looks like a normal exhaust. Well, without oil. Okay, we're waiting for it to reach working speeds, and then we'll see. But in general, at least I will be calm for this whole system. Except for this connection here. It's downright bastard. Effer with this delicious and not screwed. Well, I can do that. It happens. Okay, one hand is uncomfortable. Who's handsome? Afraid. So, well, as long as we're here, and I haven't screwed down the intake. Smokes, but not much. Tolerable. Better than it was. Maybe it burns through like a piece of shit being. Perfect. We spin in the air and measure. And it's still smoking and stinking. It smells disgusting. And plus, we have the wrong mixture because... Are you serious or something? We communicated normally. Okay, now we'll get to somewhere. I'll stand there and show you what's what. So far, the situation is like this and the temperature has not risen. Engine. It's not smoking now. And before that, I started smoking straight hard. Well, let's go. Well, where did you go that's worth it? Smokes. Condensate. Maybe it's still evaporating what's inside. I have soaped and liquid foam, and solvent, and everything related to it. Okay, now let's make some kind of circle. Let's go home. I mean, back, and let's see how it will smoke there. Smokes. Normally it smokes like that. Damn, the consumption is crazy, just crazy. Little has changed, but it seems to smoke less, but still not a panacea. But I found 2 wheels in the trash. The truth is no worse. 175/65, 14th radius. And they seem to be even decent. Just in case of fire, let them go with me. Maybe there are 2 more lying there, but I didn't look anymore. It's fine. In short, we need to drive back along the highway now and see how it behaves. But our consumption is still gigantic so far. We have a new record, 9 and 9 liters 400s. But it still eats like a tractor. 9.5 liters. An absolute record. 9 and 3 liters, and we now have oil temperature and normal temperature overboard. So, what do we see? These are fuel records. The oil temperature has appeared. There's a cliff there after all. It's a good thing it's not a sensor, because it costs money. The temperature now shows it normally. When the temperature shows clearly on those parameters, it means somewhere. Somewhere there is a plus on the mass, roughly speaking. The rest of me doesn't mean what it is. I'll have to read it. But in general, what I need It shows 27 kilometers we have just flown along the highway. This is probably the average time, the average speed. But he left somewhere there 80 plus or minus. Yes, the temperature is starting to rise, because the sensor is probably somewhere near the radiator in the TV, as in BMW. But the problem remains. It's the bastard smoking. Smokes a lot like that. It's not oil, it's a mixture. Okay, that's good. I need something. Damn, and I need to try, you know what to do. I really want to. No, it won't work. So the increased turnover is not because of this. Also nothing. Okay, turn it off. That's it for today.